In this video, I'm going to be teaching you how to make this exaggerated strap. If you're interested, please watch to the end, like, share, and subscribe to my channel so you can enjoy more videos like this. But first, let me start by introducing myself. Hi, my name is Lillian Norwegian Fashion Lounge, and I talk about everything fashion, pattern drafting, online and physical tutoring, and many more. If you're a new subscriber, you are welcome to my channel, and if you're an old subscriber, thank you for tuning in. So, let's get started. As we all know, the first thing that we're going to be doing is to draft our basic bodies. So, I'm going to be putting a link to where you're going to how you are going to learn how to draft a basic bodies in video. So after drafting our basic bodies, we are going to measure our desired width for the strap. As you can see me do it here, I'm going to be measuring it from the shoulder to the bust point. That is where our strap is going to stop. That is the sweetheart neckline. I'm going to do the same thing for the back. After doing that, I'm going to be cutting it out. Then after cutting it out, I'm going to be joining it together, as you can see. And I'm going to be taping it down. So after joining it together, the next thing I'm going to be doing is to cut it out on the fabric. So while cutting it, you're going to be adding your sewing allowance, which is half inch on each side. Now if you notice, I did not add any sewing allowance for the joining, that is the front and the back joining, where it's going to be joining the main blouse. And the reason is because most of the time straps are always loose after sewing it with sewing allowance. So that is the reason why I did not add it on the joining, where it's going to be joining the blouse. So I'm going to go ahead and label my fabric. It's very important. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is to measure the strap of my I'm going to be measuring the length of my strap. So after measuring it, I'm going to multiply it by 3, and then I'm going to be cutting it in 4 places. So which is 2 for one side and 2 for the other side. So in order for it to be full, in order for you to have that exaggerated effect, I'm going to be adding an interfacing of my choice. And for this, I used paper stay. You can decide to use peplum stay or air stay, depending on how on the effect that you want. But I use paper stay for mine because that is what I wanted for this particular style. So, and I've gone ahead to sew it on half inch on each side. Then the next thing I'm going to be doing here is to bring out to turn it to the right side. So after turning it to the right side, I'm going to be ironing it out to give it that neatness. Then I'm going to be taking it to my machine, and I'm going to be sewing it on each side, as you can see me do here. Then after sewing it, I'm going to bring out my base, which is the main strap. And I'm going to be taking the exaggerated material, the interfaced material. Then I'm going to be folding it into two, as you can see me do here. Then I'm going to be pleating it on the base. Now your pleat, you can decide to use any type of pleat, but for this I wanted to use the box pleat, or you can also call it the kissing pleat. Now while you are sewing, you have to make sure that your seam is right at the middle of the main strap. Don't forget that there's a strap underneath, so you are going to make sure that you are sewing it on the middle, so that it's not going to be it's not so that it's going to give that straight line effect. So when you get to the end of the strap, you're going to be folding the edge, the remaining edges, you're going to be folding it into two, just like you did at the beginning, to give it that neat finish. So thank you guys for watching. I'm going to be seeing you in the next one. If you have any questions for me, please leave it in the comment section. I'm going to be answering them accordingly. See you in the next one. Bye.